Hi, it's Kathy at MS Disrupted. So it is our last MS May standing workouts. So here it is. So I got a lot of requests for legs. So today it's all legs and stretching. So our first move are going to be calf raises. So I'm going to do a couple different options. So the first one is going to be stepping on. So if you have something, I'm going to use one of the tops to one of my steps. So what I want you to do is think about, if you're starting off standing with calf raises, I want you to think about having something for support. So either a wall or a chair. And what you're going to do is put your feet kind of halfway on the riser, or even a book if you have that. What I want you to think about is lifting your heels up. So think about doing it for maybe 1 to 2 seconds, lifting up and then coming back down. So if you need that stool, chair, or again, a wall to hold on to, you're going to lift the heels up and then come back down. So I'd like you to try it. Again, it's always going to be 3 sets if you can, and try to give me 3 or 10 reps. So you're going to, again, lift the heels up and then bring it back down. So that's one way you can do it. So we're going to do a couple together. Lift up and then bring it down. Come up and then bring it down. So that's an option that you can do with a book, or you can do with a riser. And again, you want to try to lift up as high as you can and then come down. Now, a little bit harder, if you're advanced and you feel like you can do more, it would be a single. So again, if you need that wall, something to provide some stability, that's totally fine. But we're going to try a single side. So again, either hands out when I talk kids camp, or one on your nose. Come up on that heel, hold it, come back down. Again, single side, up and down, up and then down. Again, you need that support. You're going to put one hand here, come up and then back down. So again, you're going to want to do 10 reps if possible, and then you're going to switch to the other side, up and then back down, strengthening the calves, which are so important for your squats, for our ability to walk. So calves is our first move. Then what we're going to do is move this equipment out of the way. So we know that as we're beginning to walk, we know that we're walking outside, we're not in even terrain. So we want to make sure that as we're doing squats, that we move this out of the way. What I like to do when I'm practicing either in the studio or either walking outside are some pivoting squats. Now what that may look like is I'm going to squat here, and then I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to keep going, pivot, and then pivot this way around. Now I'm going to go to the other way. I'm going to pivot here, pivot this way, and make it kind of difficult so that if I'm walking outside with my husband or my kids and something bumps me, I now have that strength from my core and my hips as I pivot with my squats. And it's a great way to get your balance from your hips and your glutes and your quads as you pivot over. So it's a great opportunity for you to get stronger with your hips, quads, and glutes. You can always take a stool or a cane or one of the poles to help you as you do that until you feel stronger with that pivot. So that again is one of my favorite ones. For this, I would set a timer for 30 seconds and gain your endurance as you work with that. So again, that's that pivot squat, pivot over. So one of my favorites. So now we'll go on to the third one. So this is called a 3-way lunge. So I'm going to show you. We're going to start on one side. So we're going to go forward, side, in, back. So I'm going to show you again. Forward, side, back. So I want you to notice, when I go forward, I'm coming forward, my foot's solid on the ground. I'm coming back. Now when I go to side, my feet are on the ground planted, my knee's not over the toe, I'm coming back in, then I'm going back. So I'm going to do 10 on this side. So again, forward, in, side, butt back, in, and then back. So that, again, 10 on this side. and then adjust your brain to what you're doing on the other side. Forward, back, side, in, and then back. So that's a great way to do a totally different way for your legs as you do lunges versus squats and calves. So great moves for legs. Try it. I want you to make sure that you DM me. Make sure you subscribe. We're done with the standing sessions, but subscribe because we've got some new things coming up with YouTube. So I'm so glad that you were able to join me for this session. We did standing, and for March, we did seated. So now I'm going to do some stretching with you guys. So I'm going to bring the chair over, and now that we've done legs, so I want to do some of my favorite stretches. So what I want you to do is some of you might need a band to bring this heel over. Heel over, as that heel is right on top of the knee, I want you to lead with your chest. This is going to get the whole IT band. You're going to push down, and as you do with the chest leading, come down, breathe. Couple breaths, you're going to feel it immediately in the IT band. It's tight, tight, tight. Don't start to come up. I want you to just breathe through it. Shoulders are back. I'm already tight. I didn't really do anything yet. Keep breathing. Again, if you need that strap to bring the leg up, go ahead and do that. And then as you're there, as you slowly come up, you want to, at each exhale, start to push down on the inner thigh, and you're going to get the bottom and the top hip flexor. You want to come all the way up. You've got 5 hip flexors. And then big deep breath as you push down. And then you're going to bring this leg down and go to the next. Same thing. We're going to get to the front of the legs as well. So this hand's here. Again, you want to make sure the heel's right on top of the knee. And you're going to lead with the chest. Slowly come down. Chest is coming down. Breathe. We're just getting the legs today. So it's hurting, and I immediately want to come up, but I know this is a great stretch. So your range of motion is going to be different than mine. I'm going to begin to come down a little bit more. One more big breath. If you can hold this for 30 seconds, that's awesome. And then as I come up, each exhale, I'm going to begin to push down on the inner thigh and get to my hip flexors. Now I'm all the way up, shoulders are back, big deep breaths. I'm going to bring it down. My last stretch, I want to get to my quads, front of my legs. So what I want you to do is shift this way. And when you're here, now I don't want you to go so far forward in the chair that you fall off. So you're here, all you need to do is push this knee down. When you push this knee down, you immediately feel the stretch in the front. Now if you can, I want you to push here, push the glutes, top of the glutes forward, and you're going to feel it in the back and a little bit in the hips. And again, I want you to sit up, breathe. You don't even need that knee to come down to the floor. You'll immediately feel that stretch. And again, you want to hold it for 30 if possible. Big breaths. And then as you come around, you're just shifting around, then the other knee comes down. Same thing, you want to look up, breathing, abs are in. Once you feel that stretch, breathing, and then top of the glutes, push forward, feel it in the back and the hips. And that way we have now gotten hip flexors, the glutes, and the front of the legs. So I hope you enjoyed that stretch. Make sure you subscribe. Email me and let me know how you've liked the seated and the standing workouts we've done. And I look forward to doing some more of our YouTube videos. I loved this. I hope you have too. Have a great holiday weekend. Can't wait to see you guys soon. Bye, guys.